when you start to get so specific, then you have to worry about the logic of the light and the colors. So with the light coming from here, it ought to be hitting these cheekbones with a more warm light. It ought to be hitting the tip of the nose with a warm light. But as soon as you start to get specific in the eyes and the nose and the mouth, then the viewer wants to see that it's the logic is carried through. You know, that the skeleton is working to catch the light as one expects it would. This eyebrow should also be in light. You know, this nose, the cheeks. You know, even if this is still in shadow, it's a lighter value than down there. All those sorts of questions come into play. In this case, you've kept it. There's a consistency to that. You know, freedom that you have. You know, and just the suggestion of glasses is fine because you haven't started to elaborate on the eyes. To do that means the drawing of the face, the skeletal structure, has to be completely accurate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've got to stop at this stage and let everything be pattern and suggestion. You know?
Okay. And just very quickly, the still life is now moving, and his whole thing of just taking one object and trying to push it into its extreme. This is my favourite jar, which I think it seems to be everybody's favourite jar. The
he would get much darker.
He'd get much darker in there.
And
I'm
less,
actually going to see him next
color.
week, so he'll probably see it.
Oh, yeah. But, I'll let him beat up on you.
But I think him beat up on me a bit. I know. But I mean, those are my main things.
Yeah.
Portrait.
Well, these suggest
I've
more.
from that.
To me, these suggest more like Cézanne than they do David Lefebvre.
Well, the
because
Cézanne
of the
I've
color.
just been studying actually because I've been trying to study space.
Yeah.
And objects that the space is the object.
Yeah. And David is not about that. You know, he would make you bleach out all this color, which is a nice quality. So
Yeah,
I think if you look at
color is very
Cézanne in that respect, because color, you know, Cézanne didn't give up color. He in order to focus on the abstract relationship of forms.
Yeah.
And I think there's another big exhibit of his work and another big book, so there's more opportunity to look at his, you know, the watercolors, the oils, the whole thing. And you know, and there's a lot to learn from him in that respect, both with the landscape, but particularly with the still life, because it's, you know, he reduced it to a pattern of abstract shapes in a brilliant way. You know? So then, you know, he would be able to help you separate one shape from another in a different way than David would. So.